Today, on the program, here's what you need to know before you change your career. There's one easy and weird career for the poor who've wanted to get much higher. Find out what would that be. The red onion supply in the Philippines went on a problem. Would there be a way to solve and get more supplies? Right on time before Christmas, there was a snowstorm occurred in most parts of America. How would that affect the citizens on the said area? New year, new mindset. For the PMG, what could be the Ka-Si-Ka-Tan Authority's New Year's resolution for 2023? And the highlighted topic that I'll be talking tonight, which is very important for those who are getting their own careers including their studies. Jotting down notes is a must for everyone. What are the advantages and disadvantages for this kind of an activity? It all happens tonight on Chloe Speaks.
Careers are very important for every people. As soon as you get old, people needs jobs. As you all know that jobs are very important. Here are some advantages based on my own words. 1. To have good savings so you can keep that up for your maintenance. Food, electricity, water, or any kind of bills that would you like to follow. Especially if you're alone in the house. 2nd. For family needs. That's another great example when you have a son or a daughter. Or even your spouse. 3. You can communicate with your workmates. That would consider as your new friends, especially if you stay on the career of your choice based on what you like. 4. Learning new skills. That's the most important thing that everyone should encounter. Yes? Based on the recent news that I saw last November 25th. But please guys, do not attempt yourself to change your career. And do not even change your lifestyle. According to the Department of Social Welfare and Development (RDSWD), the mendicants, or to those people who are begging for something, can get up to 5,000 pesos, or nearly $90. If you want to get higher than that, you must get yourself a better job. You can be a doctor, an animator, a construction worker, or even an engineer. But don't try to be complacent, as there are times that some cheap careers can easily end up in a strange moment. And that really depends on how many you are in the family.
Going on with the situation of the red onion supply in the Philippines. After mentioning the selling of smuggled onions in the market to avoid supply chain problem, the time they have the suggested retail price or SRP went to 250 per kilogram. One post that we saw is too overpricing. Now it went to 700 per kilogram. The SRP lasted until the first week of January 2023. We wouldn't know how much would that cost. Some say that they wanted 80 to 100 per kilogram, but nobody should know because climate and freights are on their stake depending on the situation. Without onions, you will no longer cry. And yeah, onions can make you cry, as you've seen one of those on television. That's life alright. Speaking of which, there goes another importation which it was recently approved by the current president. It was nearly close to 22,000. But it went a little lower than expected. The importation is about 21,060 metric tons of onions. At least there's a supply, but expect some price changes if needed. Snowstorm is one of the toughest weather condition during winter season, which it has a heavy snow shower with the extreme winds. The snowstorm began to form last December 21st, which is a close start of winter solstice, strengthening over the northern plains. We have snowstorm in South Korea but not that frequently, and sometimes the temperature went negative. The highest gust so far for last year's snowstorm was reached to 79 miles per hour, or 127 kilometers per hour in Lackawanna, New York. Then 151 miles per hour or 243 kilometers per hour in altitude at Mount Washington, New Hampshire. So far, several people have died because of the said storm. Thought they didn't expect to take this seriously. That is almost close to the number of deaths during the shear line in the Philippines, which I'll be discussing it on the next session. So what's happening out there? You didn't expect that the snowstorm went as evil as hell.
Well, we're feeling alright, though we don't have any electricity. So we packed up with lots and lots of blankets. And how are we supposed to turn on the heater because it's too freezing, and that would beat the electric supply? Good thing we're still in NYC, so it's actually the range of 3 to 6 degrees Celsius, and we hope that doesn't reach to negative, just like Alaska and Canada, which they are now in the negative side.
New year means new mindset. But that doesn't mean we'll have some major changes right away. The start of this change was on January 15th with the anime fair, and I wonder what activities will Miggy 7215 do for the next 2 weeks. Find out as we give this PMG master for a chit-chat. Migs, are you there?
Yes, New Year's resolution is the thing. Because right before 2023 entered, because right before we entered the new year, 2023 is about something, or the new beginnings, that everything has to be restored from the pandemic. Parang continuation lang, developing story on what has been done since March 2022. That was last year, almost last year, when there is lots of restrictions and we do whatever we want. And yes, and there are some things that we have to be active. New year means new mindset for PMG this 2023. And yeah, we already rebranded our logo, and it's actually the fuse of 2013 and 2015. So there's a gumball icon back on the left. So as you can see it on the top right of the screen, that's our new logo already. Okay, so there are 5 things that we should expect on what this new year would be about. If I would meet someone, there are some like unnecessary meetups like we do like in the past 3 years. Like in 2019, karamihan puro meetup na lang natin. So let us balance with something reality. And now that the free rides of EDSA Carousel have just ended last January 1 at 4:59 a.m., so that means 5 a.m. the passengers need to pay once again for the fare for the EDSA Carousel. Yeah, that really saved the Filipinos' lives from spending lots of stuff. They could just spend it for food or maybe just save up. Yeah, like just I reminded you a few months ago before that one came, you have to save up kasi paano pag wala na ang libreng sakay. Yeah, it doesn't last forever, so be it. So the first thing here, so meetups will only be once in every 2 months. So for example, if you're gonna meet me on February is one example, then you'll have to meet me again on April, even though it's not really exactly 2 months, more or less. Basta February, if you're done with the February, let's go on with the April. So that's the thing that we have to balance. Exemptions is when it really comes to live events like mall shows at saka yung conventions, to be paired unless nothing is stressful. Regular holiday meetups will not be accepted as that would consider our rest day. Parang pahingan namin. But we are still going to work on the videos by then. So, for example, Bonifacio Day, no meetups. Independence Day, mas lalo na ito, we will not meet. Pero exempted pa rin yung sa mall shows, yung ginagawa po namin. There's no exemptions for that.
Okay, just to clarify some things. Whether if it's going to be once a week or every other week based on your recent advisory, even if you save that much, you still have to control on what you're doing, like spending stuff that you need for everyday life and buying some collection stuff like K-pop and anime merch.
Exactly, Chloe. Even though we save much, we have to control on what we're doing. Yeah, I'm getting older by this, so let's try to become a good family, including to this network. Next, we have wise decisions that our event documentations will be once a week for the meantime lang. As what I've said, the EDSA bus carousel free rides have already ended. So, malay mo, pag na-solve na ito, it will be like twice a week, hopefully, probably by summer. And yeah, there are 2 major events coming right up just in case. We got a Mario movie that is coming in April. But the problem right here in April, because it was announced in the awards night last year that if there's gonna be a summer film festival or the MMFF summer, then that would impact the premiere date of Mario. I know this is going to be ended up like No Way Home if it's going to be hit on Black Saturday. Yeah, it's going to be premiered on Good Friday in America, April 7. So, you have to be updated on those dates. So, malamang sa premiere date talaga ako manonood ng Mario movie. No excuses! Next one, we have cosplay events should have a costume whenever we plan. Yeah, just like we did last year. Whenever I go to the cosplay convention, bawal na ang tao mode, no civilian, you'll just have to wear your costume. Though I haven't think of any of the male costumes yet, but we've actually developed new costumes already. We already have Amber, we already have Star Butterfly, the Blood Moon Ball. We got Ayaka, that is soon to come, and Amethy from the Owl House. Oh yeah, we got a male cosplay here. Sa awan ng Diyos, if Mario movie is going to be pushed through, talagang makakosplay ako bilang si Mario. And if there's someone going to take a picture of me as Mario, no problem. Kasi I may plan for some giveaways very soon. Some few Mario stuff that I haven't used it anymore. Mas lalo na po yung mga bagong Happy Meal, mga lumang Happy Meal na kinokolekta ko. So, there are things that we are about to get decluttered. So, let's give chance for those who wanted the freebies from me. And yeah, I forgot to take note of that, though it's actually not yet finished. There will be no unnecessary meetups when it comes to December. Yeah, we are in the zone for the Kasikatan Club 2023. 2023 na tayo, di ba? Yeah, 2023 or any of the Kasikatan Club traditions. The Kasikatan Summer is about to approach, so this will be a new hit whenever the MMFF Summer pushes through. Kapag may MMFF, there's a Kasikatan Club. Sariling gawa, but some few international vibes. Yes, world-class pa rin po tayo ang PMG. Without PMG, paano makukuha yung mga magandang resources of entertainment and animation, lalo na po sa mga vlogging experiences. And this is actually our second home we find for more entertainment needs that everyone loves. Okay, going back there, for video schedules, there are no changes. The main PMG channel, which it is this one, remained on Fridays. So ibig sabihin, there will be no changes of schedule. It's going to be on Fridays. But sometimes it's going to be in any day, lalo na pag birthday ko, which is on Thursday. So there's going to be a video on April 20th. That's our tradition. And there's going to be another video on Monday, February 27, in celebration of the National Retro Day, which is actually take us back through time before the gadgets and the social media. Stargum Fan 65 on Saturdays, there are no changes as well. SGF 65 Gaming on Saturdays and Sundays, and Kasikatan World on Wednesdays. And lastly, we should all have fun as we spend this new year together with a new look. That's the Kasikatan that's the newest look we have here. The Kasikatan Authority is here to stay. We'll keep it animated. Chloe, back to you.
Thank you, Migs. Okay, now it's time for some storytelling on how I pursue my journey, even I'm just a child prodigy who takes care of all the duties that I have. Every time Uncle Ben has his appearance in Spider-Man films, he said this: with great power comes with great responsibility. That means you are 100% responsible for all of the tasks that you've made. Without any further ado, let's start off with this important storytelling. Whether you are student, in which level are you in, an employee, or even a boss that you own for a company. Jotting down notes, one of the most important thing that you must do whenever you got a lecture, or at least the professor discussed on which topics he'll be talking about. At such times, there may be some difficult and crucial topics that he may add. So take note of that because it will likely include in your examination as soon as possible. It is understandable that one student can eventually take down notes while the professor is discussing. For as long as you're there in the class, so that he'll remember by the time the examination comes. And yeah, it's up to Miggy 7215 whether he'll go to college or not. Taking down notes force you to pay attention and helps you focus in class. That's true, because what more that the following lesson will be more difficult than you expect. Like trigonometry, calculus, world history, and so on and so forth. You can at least summarize your notes just to make sure that you'll get the highlighted term or definition, so that'll be easy for you. One more thing, jotting down notes, or note-taking rather, keeps your body active and involved and helps you avoid feelings of drowsiness or distraction. You know I agree with this one. Especially I'm currently writing some current events based on what has happened through internet or television. This is why Chloe Speaks isn't just for me, Chloe Speaks is for everyone around the globe. If you're a true student as if you're going back to school physically, always remember to bring your notebooks and ballpen. And that would be my time for all of you guys. After over 2 years, we finally get to talk each other in under the new format of 15 minutes and beyond. See you all next week, here on Chloe Speaks. Kamsahamnida.